FJ45. Look at this one. This one is a 5th month 1973 FJ45, meaning it is petrol. It was originally bought by Jake's dad for the farm. So this one's gone through the family, and Jake's dad had this with the original engine, the F155 in 1973. And it was a tow truck. It was set up to tow vehicles. But now Jake owns it, and Jake's done a lot to it, a hell of a lot. It's not the same car. It's not Dad's car anymore. It's Jake's. So he's done well. First of all, under the bonnet, he has now got the 5 litre, the Commodore engine in there, and this thing has balls. We've all had a drive of this one. Thanks, Jake. She's pretty damn nice to drive. It's pretty plain up there. There is the factory power steer under the bonnet, and also he does want to put a, it's got the AirPod there now, and there's some unwanted induction noise, so he's going to look at changing that whole system and putting an airbox in there and changing it up a bit, but it's not why it's in here this time. It's actually in here, we've just made it into a 5-speed. So we've fully rebuilt, box transfer, put the 5-speed in there, and it's much nicer on the highway now. So when it gets picked up, he's going to experience a whole different feel driving it on the highway back up north. Outside, Jake's done this himself. He's designed the bull bar. He's had them custom made, but he's did the design of the bull bar, the design of the tray. The tray is really cool. So in the back, we got custom drawers. Just pop open like that, or a custom drawer. This is really cool use of space. And then up the front is where the battery is. So that's hidden in the little trap door underneath there. So it's just freeing up space in the engine bay and freeing up space in the tray. Underneath the vehicle, he's got he's got 33s on there now, so nice big stance, and old man Emu suspension, the 2-inch lift right round. So she's just a well-rounded, good-looking rig. He's had it painted, he's done a resto on it, and it's come up a treat. 1973, we saw the end of these. They were in 1970 to 73, little things that in 74 was the end of this style of door handle. So just cool old early 70s stuff, this one. We'll go take a look inside and have a look. It's really clean in here. Not much going on. It's just a clean FJ45. So when I say not much going on, that is the beauty of this vehicle. It is a stock looking 45. Now he's had the seats reupholstered. They're the factory seats, factory frames. Underneath is a dual fuel, or I should say just one big fuel tank. So they didn't give you much fuel back in the day, so that's been addressed. This is an aftermarket one that you don't see much of them anymore, but they're popular in the day. You will notice the 5-speed stick now, and down there the boys, Richard has utilised 60 series top plate and grafted it in to the floor. So now we've got the sticks in the right place, and everything's fitted in, modified in. The only real other modification in here, the handbrake is where it should be, but when you put a 5-speed in, you lose the handbrake on the transfer case. That goes to the rear axle. So we've also given it a new 1980s 40 series rear axle, and so it's all custom handbrake cables that we have to do for these jobs. We use a 70 series at the rear and a 1970s cable at the front, and we graft them in and make them one cable, and so that's a bit of a process. Unbastardized dash, the holes are where they should be. This is the 70s, the old windscreen wiper up the top, steel roof. She's just a beautiful old girl, no rust in the floor. He's gone all out on this, and what a beauty. He's going to be so stoked to get this back on the road. So like most of these rigs that come in, for one thing, the 5-speed, while it was here, we just consolidated a few things. There was temp sensors not working. The cluster, the fuel gauge wasn't working. There was a hole in the filler. Got the wiper motor going, and so we do a lot of fiddly things a lot of times while we got them. you know, we're a one-stop shop. We do parts, new, used, mechanical, electrical, restos, modifications. So when they're in here, they're usually in here for a little while and they get a good going over. So this one is ready to leave us. He's done it himself. This, nothing to do with Mr. Land Cruiser, but also updated the front end. It's a disc brake car now, so it's got the power steer, the disc brake, the 5-speed, the V8. What a beautiful FJ45.